So I just finished listening to the podcast with Alec Baldwin, where he interviewed Dan Matthews, who's the senior vice president of PETA. And I think before I watched this, I had a lot of preconceived ideas about how this interview was going to go with Dan, because I've always heard in the news of PETA being a more aggressive group, and a lot of my friends who are really active within animal rights say that PETA can be really strong in their activism. But I was completely wrong. Dan was very chill, and I felt like he put on a great interview. And so there was two things that really stood out to me in this. And the first was that when they were talking about being a full-blown supporter and how much commitment and time this actually takes, and especially when it comes to things like animal rights, where it's so complex. And they were talking about things that make it more complex. And one of the things they brought up was traveling and how this can be difficult. And Dan said, no, not really. But if you think about it, there really is so much that goes into it. You have to kind of have your meals planned ahead, and there's so much that deals with animal rights. They mention clothes, food, and even cars many times have things that are made with animals. And so this really does take a lot of commitment to be supportive of this cause. The second thing that they talked about was people that aren't fully in support of everything to do with animal rights, but have certain things that stand out to them. So with people like this, you have to find common ground. So Dan obviously is fully supportive of all things pro-animal, but there are some people like Mary Madeline that he works with that they mentioned that is really against ag-gag and rodeo and stuff like this, but isn't a vegetarian, still eats meat. And so this just comes down to the point where you have to get involved and realize that people are constantly evolving. So even if you start off as a meat eater, you may become vegan, you may become in support of anti-animal testing, but you don't always start there. Sometimes this has to really grow. And this is an example of this was how they talked about how even like makeup companies have evolved. We started out with several doing animal testing, and we're seeing that that's slowly dwindling down. With all the European countries cutting that out, it becoming really small within the U.S., and us trying to get China on board. So I thought this was really interesting, and I thought this was a great podcast. So those were two things that I found interesting in this video.